We'll be starting here in just a minute. Okay then. Alright, so I'm going to be working furiously to get two things done here very quickly so that our client can get several things done. So, thanks for stopping by. Let's see if we can do those very quickly. Okay, I got the ceiling one is taken care of. Kitchen ceiling height is taken care of. Picture and finish schedule is taken care of. Door schedule is taken care of. Brick header at gable was taken care of. So this set should be ready to go. Let's just double check that. 9 plus 0 is not 8, so we need to figure out what's going on with that. Nine and 9 is 6 and 5 is not 0 though. We have not made anything better here. Maybe there's somewhere else where something's messed up. At the same distance it does. So one of these is just barely. Oh my God. Okay. 9 and 1, 0. That should work. Okay. Good, I do want to check this guy right here. Yes. I don't know. Yep. Neither do I. I'd have to go back and look. I mean, I don't know off the top of my head if they're incorrect. She's asking if she needs to invoice them separately. I don't know. I'd have to go look at those reports, and I can't do that right now. I'm trying to get something out for Patriot Homes. Yeah, I mean, I can look at it over the weekend or Monday, but I mean, is this recently? Because we haven't really worked on a Hornsby in about a month. Okay, I don't know either. I'd have to go back and look. So I guess let me take time to do that, and then I guess okay, I'll go take a look and see. You can ask her that, but she's probably just trying to get it out today before the Thanksgiving holiday. And I mean, because I was really just trying to get some projects out today so that we can also get those invoiced. But if she needs me to look at that, then I can look at that. I'll just look at them. I'll get it figured out. All right. No, it's okay. Thanks. Bye. I don't know what she means by are they correct. We put the time in as we do it. I don't know what she means by are they correct. Can you ask what she's asking? Because we put the time in that we spend on it. So it's I don't know if she's asking like are we double checking how long we're using it or okay. Alright, I'll go back and look and see what's going on. Alright, thank you. What's up, John? Okay.
This holiday season, he went to Jared because getting her a blender just didn't sound right. Her ideal gift is waiting at Jared, the Levion collection. Jared has more exclusive Levion pieces than any other jewelry store in the world. And from November 16th through the 26th, visit Jared.com and you'll receive $100 off any Levion purchase. Sound good? That's why he went to Jared. Some exclusions apply. See Jared.com for details.
Guys, it's Black Friday at the JCPenney Men's Store, and it's time to save big. Doors open Thursday at 2 p.m. for unbeatable deals like select Arizona denim for just $15. Plus, Stafford Travel Easy Care broadcloth dress shirts, just $9. We've got your style and size in store and at jcp.com. Hurry in. Get everything you need for less than you think. JCPenney. Offer service and savings on regular prices. Some exclusions apply. See store at jcp.com for details.
Are we ready to open next month?
I think so.
You think so?
Well, it's complicated. Fire protection, first aid supplies, uniforms, safety training, mat services, oh, and restroom supplies.
So uncomplicated. Call Cintas. They'll handle all of it.
Wow, one company can handle all that? That's not very complicated.
So, you'll be ready?
Oh, we'll be ready.
Oh, I'm ready!
Learn how Cintas can help you get ready for the workday. Visit Cintas.com.
What's the word? Okay. I think that is it. So let's see if I can do this now. I did not mean to keep the music up that loud. Alright, where was I? Checking these windows. Single hung. That's correct. Okay. Here are two of these. 2850s. Seal header. That's fine. Two of these, which should be fixed. That's good. One of these. Should be fixed. It is a 6050. The G window. Obscured and tempered. Okay. I think that is good. Floor plan. Let's double check this real quick. This, oh, it is an exterior wall, so yep, that's correct. Right. Overall, section, see, I don't really like having this dimension here, but yes, because there's no connection here. No connection between this and this. In fact, I am going to go ahead and get rid of that. This should be here. Like that. I hate it when Revit starts doing this. Okay. Windows are tagged. Doors are tagged. Go ahead and show hidden lines here. I don't know why we can't. Just Make these things nice even numbers. Note not vented out. Was that actually a note? No. I don't know why this is not vented out. This does need to be moved over to here. Vent dryer to outside. Okay. Scared tempered is good. Oh, we need an overall down here. This goes to here and here. And let's center this bad boy. I don't understand. Whatever. Are you kidding me right now? Okay. Dimension, 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 dimension. Dimension, dimension. Dimension, dimension. All good. Bring this out here. Excellent. 12, 10, 12, 9 foot. Crash. Think. Something we would typically do, but I'm going to leave it in there just to see. And let's see here. Need a line right here. Let's put a note right here. It says 9 foot ceiling. I make this 2'8". Yeah, cleans that up. Perfect. Hmm. Hmm. Oh my goodness. Right, so let's make this more like, I don't know. Let's just try 6 feet. So if this were 6'8", right there. What? Alright, we'll just leave it right there. I want to make sure this stuff makes sense. I think this is just shelves. We have a coat closet. It's pantry. Let's do let's undo that. And then this, let's do low rod up right off shelves. Like so. I feel like these would benefit from having a little bit more space on the sides, but we'll just leave it like this for now. If he wants to change it, he will change it. And that was pretty pointless because now I'm going to do this. Okay. In terms of floor plans, that's pretty much done. This lighting. See, I don't know why this would be underneath when it can fit right here just fine. Brick. There. all fine. Cedar shake. Let's add another one right here. Brick seal. Brick header, brick shutters. Shutters, brick seal, shake siding, all that fun stuff. Let's join a few things real quick. So we get some nice solid lines. That works. Oh shoot. Okay, so I think I need to change this to standard. Oh man, she did such an awesome job with this. And then with this, I think do the same thing. Feature set, standard. Oh man. Let's do this. What is this? What plan is this that I'm right now? This called front 2-car premiere, so I actually need to undo that, and let's go find elevations 2-car, front 2-car standard. Look at that. Okay. I should actually, I should spam this real quick. CE. Let's get rid of that. This out here. Keep that for now. Who could that be? Who's talking to me? Good day. Well, I had a couple people talking to me. Hope everyone's doing good. Thanks for stopping by. We're in the process of trying to get some revisions out real quick so that my builder can build. Not my builder, my client. Let's see here, 2-car garage. So as usual, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Come on now. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, that's what I thought. Go. There we go. Close enough. Any tips for getting started with Revit? Find something. So the biggest trick to getting started with Revit is understanding how buildings are built. And once you understand how buildings are built, the assemblies and like floor assemblies and wall assemblies make sense. So my first suggestion is making sure you understand how buildings work. And then if you understand how buildings work, I would suggest going back, and if you have a project that you're familiar with, like you know how the building is put together and you understand the details and things like that, use that project and try to recreate it in Revit. And just kind of go through the process of how you would set up a project in Revit. And you know, the key with anything really is to fail as many times as you can. I know that sounds weird, but that's kind of the key, right? Is to learn by making mistakes. Man, this is fugly. Well, that's not brick. And of course, ask questions. Find a good resource and ask questions, because that's going to be really big as well. What is your experience level with architecture and design in general? I think all these things are tagged, so I'm going to tag this one as well. And then this needs to be tagged. Oops, just kidding. Nope. Let's bring this up here. This is 2 by 12. With siding. I know it's not normally 2 by 12 with siding. It is what we say. Okay. Looks like I need to fix it down here too, because for some reason it's, I think that was Miss Courtney's doing. Man, all these elevations without slopes on the roofs. I don't know what happened with that. That actually needs to go away, as well as this. And it's not on this one. So then, of course, the next evolution of that is if you're not familiar with building construction, but you want to get a quick understanding, there is a book called Building Construction Illustrated by Francis Ching. It's this guy right here, and it is a fantastic book on concrete, wood, steel construction types and how they go together, and it has some really good details that give you an idea of how all those different systems kind of connect within each other, and you can use that as a reference when you're doing your Revit model to be able to make sure that when you're modeling that everything kind of makes a little bit of sense, at least, right? So even though these aren't joined really well, okay, they all meet at the right spots. The rafters come down and hit the stud so that the stud will rabbet in correctly. The brick doesn't stop here, but it would probably stop at the soffit board there. But it's close enough for what we're trying to do. So you can kind of use them in tandem. A place to start with Revit too maybe would be taking that book, Building Construction Illustrated, and modeling and documenting, creating documentation for some of those details that are in there in Revit. Would be a good place to start as well. Alright, so I started all this so that I can get these elevations done. Let's see if, I feel like we're getting pretty close here. And then electrical plan. Okay, so we need the electrical plan 2-car. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Floor plans 2-car electrical. Huh. That's interesting. Electrical. Let's see if this is any better here. Yeah, it's pretty close. This one, I want to get rid of. Oh man. There's something weird about those lines. Okay. So, from that aspect, are you looking to get into Revit to produce a 3D model to help aid in rendering, or are you just looking to get to know it as a tool? I don't think that light needs to be in the middle of the wall. What do you think? I think that can go away. Oh, I also need to flip-flop that. Because with this client, the washer is always on the left. Yoinks. Mic is off. What? No, it's not. You silly goose. Maybe your speaker is down. Itchy, I can't talk. I'm just gonna stop talking. So, here's a good question. Huh. That's interesting. I wonder if he's gonna want that. This is 9 feet, so that just goes like that. I don't know, this seems a little weird. I don't think they're gonna want a chandelier. I think this is I think this is just a fixture. Uh-oh. I don't want to do that. Let's do this. So here's a question. I won a contest, and my options of what I wanted to get was a new snowball microphone with a stand and a pop filter. Well, the guy who ordered it as a giveaway, the company didn't send it all, and he doesn't want to deal with them again. So I've been asked to look for a microphone that is under $100 on Amazon as the prize for winning. And I found a couple. Well, I'm not even going to show you so I don't influence, but I'm curious if any of you who do stream have any ideas on getting a microphone, a good streaming microphone for under $100. What would it be? And it's preferably something that comes with a stand and shock mount. Something that'll help me produce a slightly better product here. I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to spread these out because I think these need to be here, but I don't think they were quite. Yeah, I think that works. This needs to come down just a little bit more. And in case you're wondering, well, she actually had it pretty close. The rule of thumb, right, is kind of a between 3 foot and 4 foot radius around a light is about what the typical consumer level light will produce. So if you think about it, this should be no more than 6 feet apart, which is getting pretty close. I'm actually gonna bring this a little bit closer to, yeah, that's good right there. All right. This is a little weird that this is all controlled like this, but I think we're gonna let it slide because the ceiling's all flat, so there's these 3 lights that are kind of just chilling out by themselves. Just to get to know it as a tool, more and more clients are asking if we have experience with Revit. It isn't directly in my job, but I think getting more familiar with it could be beneficial. Okay. No, I'm not going to do a lav mic. No, I'm not going to get to that production quality. I don't do this for audience. But I do want to produce a better product for the audience, but I'm not doing it for audience. Plus, I move around, I get up from my desk. It's just too much. So, yeah, I think Audio Technica might be a little bit too far out of the range, but I am curious to see how much they're going on Amazon for. AT 2020. See, and I think the issue with these is that it's okay. So this one includes, this is a USB mic, which I wonder if that includes a preamp. I don't know. I actually have a Snowball, so I could get another Snowball, or I could just I could just take this one and get a shock mount for it and a stand. So we'll see. And this thing is like it's endured quite a bit. I don't know if you're like picking up all the noise, but it's like fallen over and it's all broken. I've had this for almost 10 years, probably more. 2009. It's probably been right at 10 years that I've had this mic, and now I need to readjust. Yeah, John made me a 3D Snowball. Horizontal and bottom plate. That's fine. Let's see. I think these are all good. This needs to be GFI. We don't need this outlet. GFI. GFI, GFI. GFI. I think that'll be fine. I don't think we need to put one right there. I think, did he say it's an electric? I don't think it's an electric stove, so it's just going to need a 120 and then another one at 70 inches, 60 to 72 inches, 72 inches. Yeah, 10 years out of hardware is good for today, and you know, I bought the Blue microphone because it just, everything that I read made me feel like it was a good quality product. So I bid for it, even though I couldn't really afford it at the time, even though it's only $100, only $100, but I was a starving college kid at the time, and I wanted to I was creating little 5-minute videos. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. I set up the online streaming for my church, the first online streaming for our church. And I wanted a better quality microphone because they had these really bad microphones that they were, oh my word. They had these really bad microphones that they were using for recording. And I was like, no, we got to get something better than this. So I ran across the Snowball, and then I started using it for my own live streaming. And I think I ended up at some point buying two, one for me and one for the church. And I think the church ended up with the other one, which, you know, I'm okay with that. I don't think that outlet's gonna work right there in the middle of the door. What do you guys think? Let's see here. This is 5 foot. It's more than 7 feet. Needs to go up a little bit. What is the point of this Autodesk? 8 foot. This needs to be less than 4. It's good. And I think this one, this is just going to be jacked. Look at all these freaking... What? Okay, so I need about 5 feet on this. So we're going to be breaking code right here. There's got to be another outlet here, but I think we're gonna no ceiling outlets in these houses, and I don't think ceiling outlets count towards code either. So you're in a residential house, you're supposed to have an outlet every 12 feet. Copy. Oh, that's actually an outlet. Copy 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I put this here, and this comes down just a little bit. We're good. I'm going to put another one right here, just in case they want to put like a little something as a decoration. I'm also going to put one right here for a hall. Okay, we need one. I'm just going to put another one right here. Good, 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 good. Let's move this up here. This is a little bit unreadable. I'm going to move it down just a smidge. Let's make this a little bit more readable as well. Oh my word. Alright. There. And I think is going to be right here as well. Copy. Let's move this right here and create a similar one right here. Perfect. When I have to design electrical installations, I have to do it by square meters divided by a certain number to get minimum outlets needed for room outlets, and that makes, I mean, that makes pretty good sense. But so here, what drives it is the length of a vacuum cord. So they want to make sure that you're capable of vacuuming every room in your house. Which kind of makes sense. So if you just, this device, yeah. So if you do it that way, if you take the size of this room and you divide it by a certain number of square feet, and you say, oh, I need 4 outlets, what prevents you from putting them all right next to each other? And then devices over here can't get the power. So that's kind of the question there, right? So I don't like this outlet being right here. And I don't know that there's anything we can do about it because this is such a small entrance. That's already at 2 feet. Well, we're just going to see what he says. These are 3 ways. I don't think we want these all together. Yeah, so the problem with logic is that logic is not a standardized gift. So in order to assure that logic is applied, it's prescriptive in the IRC. So the logic is required to be used instead of assumed that it's going to be used. I don't think... No, we don't want an outlet in the shower. I might have to talk to her about this. Back there. I'm actually wondering. Let's actually do this. And let's see what he says about it. I don't know that I'm really sold on this layout. And this is just going to be a vent. Three o'clock. I don't think we need this other switch down here. I don't, well, I guess if you're leaving this way, you don't want to have to go all the way back to turn the light off. So, and there's definitely not enough space here for a light switch. It's gonna have to be like 6 inches. But there is enough room right here. Whew, that's going to get tight in there. Let's do this. I don't know why this one is not curving. That's a door. Okay, I think we're there. I guess we want, yeah, we want, baby back. Let's bring this back here. Couple of coach lights. Alrighty. This is not a three-way. Garage sensor. Oh, there's another one there already. This one just didn't show up. This actually needs to be switched. And this is a push button. There we go. Nope. Go here. This is waterproof, GFI. Create a new one. Let's put this here. And let's put this, I don't know, right there. Sounds about good. I don't think that light over the refrigerator is going to work either. Let's do this. Humana. That's good. That's good. That's good. We got those, but we need. I wonder if that suffices for that. I think it does. If not, we'll find out. Okay. I had to change quite a few things, and I'm going to have to update that when I do the Premiere one also. When? Oh no. This has not worked out the way that I wanted it to here. Something has happened to this view. 2-car garage, standard. What is going on here? That's a little dangerous. Okay. A lot of stuff going on here that I'm not too happy about. Like, where in the hell is this wall? This one shows up. How come this one doesn't? Level 8 up to level 9. If we do this, I'm just curious. Yes, That is why right there. Okay, so let's go to VG. Nope. Let's go to view range. And so this is why we're not seeing things right here. Minus 0.6. Okay, so underlay. Let's do finish floor. Range top is 9-foot plate. Down. Oh my goodness. This is not how this is supposed to work. What are these? What is that? I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Just a random wall. Okay, what is this? That is actually a thing. Okay. And it goes up to about 9 foot. It does go up to 9 foot. So something about this view is not letting us see. Let's go to finish floor. Okay. You have any what? No, we're not throwing them away. I'm going to keep them so that the kids can draw on them when they're here. Yep. Well, I think the only thing that I can do to get these walls to show up is make them taller than they're supposed to be. And that's a little disappointing. Finish floor, top constraint, 9 foot. Okay, so furnace. Oh, jeez. What has happened here? That is what's happened. That's why that wall was not showing up. Those walls were not showing up because that ceiling was there. Okay. Boom. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take all of these. This one, this is not the one that's over there. So this is actually going to go over here. This should actually go up to 9 foot plate. We're going to put the furnace over here. These can be hidden. Is it actually a light? Oh, no, it's a detail item, okay. Do I have a furnace in here? I should. There we go. This is going to go to here. This goes up to 9 feet. Good. Let's make the light switch. Bring this to the front. switch. Okay. Why can I not see this now? There we go. That's gonna be close enough. I'm gonna hide these. Okay, I think that's gonna be good. Okay. This is Grace. It's not review. Okay. So now we're going to do Grace Premiere. We get to change all of this stuff. You know, yeah, I think we might as well, because I've just changed too many things. Everything's gonna have to be updated. I feel like that right there needs to be fixed. That group? Did she group that? Ungroup. Okay. Edit in place. Keep checking that checkbox. And let's just take this all the way back. Close this. Oh, she didn't exactly do this the way that she was told how to do it. Man. Really? Double click means edit. Thank you. Okay. There we go. 6 inches. And then we need to do this as well. Bam, bam, bam. Just like that. And then we can mirror it about this. It should match, but it doesn't. Well, at least that's correct. I don't know if it's this or this. No overhang. Well, that has an overhang. This does not. Extend, define slope, 1 foot. There. Get rid of that. Okay, that's all it needed, was a little bit of TLC.
No.
No, not enough to worry about it. Nothing that's gonna attract bugs or anything like that. Thank you. Okay. Hey, what? I'm very thankful for the design options feature, but it is a pain in the butt to work with them. It's absolute pain. It's like you can't even align things because you have to be in the design option to select things. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Crap. Not really sure what to do about that. Do I set this back? Or do I leave it out front? I'm not really sure. How have you been? Pretty good. Just finished a home expo last weekend. Catching up with the work. Catching up with work. Yourself? Ourself? Your self. So I don't want... Oh no, I don't know what to do with this. Let's check the rest of the set and then we'll come back to this. Sheets. Don't want to do that yet. We're on Premiere. Everything else is the same. I don't need to change anything here. Or do I? So for Premiere... Oh, the shower is different. None of the walls move, but the shower is different. So I think the area plan is still okay. Site plan. I think this is okay as well. The only difference on that is and just so you can see what I'm looking at here, and these are the red lines from the client, and I'm trying to figure out what changes are really different between these two plans. Oh, you know what? You know what? Is this going to be wood also? It is. Okay, so those are the same. Hmm. Really, Reddit? Okay, that's 6 inches. I think those are all okay. I'm gonna have to reprint that set. Or at least this drawing. Roof plan needs to be changed. I think that's good. I'm gonna have to reprint this sheet real quick. Huh. Yeah. See, there's no correlation here. This dimension should not be here. That, like this needs to come all the way out to here. Better? That's fine. This is incorrect. This should be 6 inches. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Why did moving this down? Wait, what? How did I miss that? Okay, this needs to be moved back to the main model. This is ridiculous. In fact, I'm just gonna delete that one. I think are you flippin' kidding me? Revit's just trying to hurt my feelings, is what's going on there. Alright, so let's go ahead and print this again, just this sheet. So this is going to be site. This is a 1.1 replace That was a weird noise. I'm not sure what that was. Okay. We'll come here. Okie save that, and then here we go. I really want to try to finish this, man. This would be something else if I were able to do that. Floor plans, 2-car roof plan. Duplicate view with detailing. Rename. Let's make sure that this says. Yep. Rename. Okay. Alright, so we're quickly approaching the point where I'm going to have to make a decision on that roof. It's the exact same plan, man. Shouldn't be that difficult. There we go. Really? Wait, did I just do that? I just did that because I'm an idiot. Nope, apparently Revit is an idiot. Man. Okay. Okay. Yes, go ahead, please. You have a great Thanksgiving. Okay. Thank you very much. See ya. That was just about a rage quit right there. Just about. So close. Hey Amanda, I'm doing good. I just saw your messages. So let's see here. So I'm about 15 minutes behind. Sorry about that. Appreciate that. Just got the haircut for family pictures this weekend. Let's see here. You're putting a cover over a deck, and I'm assuming you mean like a roof, like a shed roof. Line the deck post and post for cover. I mean, I think so. But I'm not sure why they're two different posts. Is the deck post the post that goes down into the ground supporting the deck? Is that what you're saying? And then you're wondering if you should line the post that goes up to the roof with that. So, and if that's the case, I don't think you have to. So it's a matter of the style of the deck and the cover. If you want it to look as though it's one structure, then you'll want to. But so long as there's a way to transfer the load from the roof post, from the cover post, down to the foundation of the deck, you should be good. I am not a structural engineer, so you probably want to verify that with someone who has a little bit of structural knowledge, or maybe if it's for residential, maybe check with the remodeling code or residential code to see if there's anything in the code about that. So I think and I really wanted to finish this, but I'm gonna have to I gotta spend more time on this to really address this, and I'm already late. I was supposed to leave by now. So I think I'm just gonna have to send a message to my client letting them know that in order to really get this working well, they're gonna have to wait until Monday to get this. It's kind of disappointing to me because, oh my god, why is this messed up? Is it messed up here? No, it's fine. Why did that go away? I don't know. I think I'm already on Thanksgiving mode, so I don't think I'm gonna be any good for this. I'm just gonna send another quick email. Christopher. A couple of issues with the Grace plan while reviewing them. I want to address those properly before sending them over. I will see what I can do to get those back to you as soon as possible. Get everything back to you as soon as possible in the early week after, as soon as possible following Thanksgiving. I hope you are having a great you are planning on having a great holiday weekend. Don't enjoy the limos too much. Take care. Happy Thanksgiving. And one more email. Evan. Godwin building. Evan, I wanted to keep you updated on the progress of your building documents. I had a excellent showing at our home expo over the weekend. Okay, straight back to work on your building. I want to review it again. Schematic layout of the building completed, and I wanted to go over it before packaging and sending it over to you for review. I will get that to you as soon as possible after the Thanksgiving break. Have a great Thanksgiving, and we will talk to you soon. Okay, lots of words, lots of emails. Last question. When we say building height, it's from the main edge, from main to edge of roof, but when I see zoning, they just mention maximum height. The maximum height should be from grading or floor. I don't know. That's a good question. Because what if you set your main floor like 10 feet above the grading, right? IRC 2015. I don't know what IRCB is. Let's search for building height. Yeah, but it really should be defined here. Minimum height. That's ceiling height. Minimum room areas. Building height. Okay, building planning minimum height, building planning story height, building planning height, handrail height. Wall construction determination of minimum length of blah 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 blah. Room area. Let's see what story height says. So I think in regards to this, story height is from the floor, which is what the wall is tied to structurally, and the top plate. But for maximum height of building, I have typically gone from the top of the slab to the ridge, the highest point of the roof, is what I have typically done. So yes, mechanical keyboard is the only way to go. For me anyway. So anyway, I'm gonna save this bad boy. It has defeated me for today. And I'm gonna come back and take care of that after Thanksgiving break. Let's see if I can put my time in real quick. And then I'll be done. So I think, considering, oh wow, I didn't put any time in for yesterday. Maybe I should do that too. I mean, considering administration, 1 hour production meeting. Considering it was after the break, yeah. So Pro, it's a Battlefield 4 keyboard because it was the cheapest Black Widow, Razer Black Widow keyboard that I could find. Let's see. So I'm like sitting here in a professional office with a Battlefield 4 keyboard. Oh man. So anyway, came back from the expo, very disruptive in terms of trying to keep the momentum from last week, but I think for the most part, we did a pretty dang good job of getting some stuff out. So let's see here, Grace, about 3 hours today. Man, I feel bad. I basically didn't get that done in 3 hours. Review, revisions. And then what else did I work on? Delineations, Tulsa, administration, 1 hour, signage, coordination. That was actually more like half an hour. I find that people don't really, oh yeah, annoy everyone. People eventually tone it out. It wasn't an issue, but people definitely mentioned it at my last office. But seeing as I was the only one that could help them with their Revit problems, they didn't really complain too much. Signage coordination. Delineations. How long was that? That was about... I don't have anything on there for yesterday. There's actually quite a bit of time. Unpack and reset after Expo. So everyone gave me a hard time about I brought my own mouse instead of the one that they provided at the office. And I brought my own keyboard. I've got my own monitor here. I bring my laptop for reference stuff, and people are like, why do you have to bring all this stuff to be productive? And I ask them, what's your favorite pen to use? And they know, bam, my favorite pen. I'm like, do they provide them here? No. Do you bring your own? Yeah. There you go. So it's really not that hard to argue against the people that complain. I usually find it's more of a prejudice where they're jealous that someone else gets to bring their own stuff, but they don't realize that they bring their own stuff to the office all the time. I can never find this one project in the list. Mod banks, there it is. I'm just going to put one review. Thanks. This is check deposit and paperwork. Intel Tradio, I don't know. I was like, I don't understand the reference, and then I was like, oh. I think that's it. So add entry, delineations, holiday, paid holidays. I don't know if that's billable or not. Like task, non-billable? I don't know. What if I only put, let's see what they say about that, just to make it. Hey, got my time bid. All right, so I think that's it. This is the part of the show where I say thank you to everyone for watching for the week. I don't think I'm going to stream over Thanksgiving, so I'll probably be back either over the weekend or Monday. So I'm super happy that everyone was able to join me and ask questions. and all that fun stuff. And no, I use Revit. Actually, I've really been enjoying recently these the Pilot Precise V5s, and a Sharpie, of course. But when I'm trying to do more line weight drawings, I will typically go to my Microns. Honestly, I try to make do with whatever's around. So yeah, so I do auto host quite a few people because I'm not always on, and especially in the evening. And a lot of the auto hosts that I do, I try to make them creative, but Twitch does auto host people for me when no one on my auto host list is streaming. So sometimes you get random people gaming, and it's not really related to this. So just keep that in mind, that if I'm not here, Twitch might just decide to stream something on its own. So especially not like during non-work hours, if I'm not here, it'll probably be streaming someone else. If you catch it at the right time, it streams Bob Ross. If you enjoy art. And yeah. So anyway, oh yeah, what was it streaming? I'm afraid to even ask. I know sometimes it can be weird. Take care. Have a great one. Thanks for stopping by. And I'll see you next week or this weekend, one of the two.